Okay, right. So I made a video in a long time, and normally the scary ones. But my vlog hasn't posted yet, so I'm just gonna make a video. But we're making a video about stupid times kids got in trouble in school and like suspended too. Like these, and when I talk about stupid, I mean stupid. Okay, first of all, hang on. I'm like, bro. I mean, these things are stupid. Like, I just saw the thumbnail. A guy ate a Pop-Tart, making it look like a gun. He got suspended, but I'm not sure if that's true. But before we start the video, I'm gonna tell you about a stupid time I got in trouble. Not suspended, just overall in trouble. So that happened like a few months ago. Okay, yeah. So in math class, I got this teacher who's just a complete bitch. Alright. So basically, me, my friend, like two friends of mine, were in a group together. Like the classroom has like groups of like 3 desks, and I'm doing a thing with cards. And me and two of my friends were at the same group, and we did board work because there's like different like whiteboards around the room, and we work on those sometimes. And basically, and there was 3 questions on the big screen, whatever. And me and my friends took turns doing a question. And so after my friend was done doing the question, he turned around to like give one of us a marker, right? Our math teacher, because he did something wrong, our math teacher was like staring him in his fucking soul. Okay, it was just, it was hilarious. And me and my friends, like me, Luke, and whatever. So me and my 2 other friends laughed about it, right? And then when we went to sit back down, me and my other friend just could not stop laughing about it, but like we tried not to because we didn't want to get in trouble. So we had our arm on the back of our desk, like seat backs or whatever, doing this because we had a big old smile on our face, and we're doing this, trying to distract ourselves by paying attention. It's like make us not think about what happened, and the teacher, being the bitch she is, she looked over at us saying, "Get out of the classroom, you being distracted." We're like, what the fuck, bro? Like, the only noise we made was like soft but fast exhales, cause trying not to laugh, right? And we're outside the classroom laughing because we can, because we're not in the room. And after the class was over, the teacher came over to talk to us like, "You guys are almost in high school. You gotta start behaving more." It's like, bitch, we're trying not to laugh. That's, if anything, that's responsible. Fucking bitch. Yeah, that's the story when I got in trouble for no reason at all, because my teacher is a complete fucking bitch. The thumbnail I'm talking about, I see a little Pop-Tart that looks like a gun, and it's stealing, and I'm guessing it means that he got suspended. And by the way, the channel name is called Top 10 Trends. The link for this channel will be in the description below. So, yarr.
Hello, and welcome back to Top 10 Trends. School! Kids hate it, and for good reason. It's dumb and inefficient, and you hardly actually learn anything.
Yes.
But more important than that, it's boring.
Yes.
And how does it help you become a YouTuber? It doesn't. So why do you need it when it would only prepare you for an inferior job? And prepare you poorly, too.
Yes.
Being suspended isn't so bad. These are 10 kids who got suspended for incredibly dumb reasons. Number 10, kissing a girl. You know that thing your dad does with other men? Well, that's what this kid did with a girl.
Dad.
For a 6-year-old kid in Colorado Springs, Colorado, kissing a girl didn't just get him in trouble, it got him charged with sexual harassment. Because that's the America we live.
Can a teacher do that? Hey, Brian, can a teacher do that? How old was it? I guess that's him. He looks like 5. Like 5, 6, or 7. Maybe 8. Like, did he just go to the girl kiss and just run away? Or was it Like, one-on-one. Like, what the I'm just trying to think of a way how a person can actually get charged for kissing someone. Like, what? It's just, that's stupid. That's fucking
He didn't even
retarded.
kiss her in a bad way. He kissed her on the hand. Like a
The
gentleman.
hand.
Like a gentleman. Now, the kids had problems in school.
The hand. How is that? First of all, that's not even sexual harassment. Like, if it was non-consensual, that would be more sexual assault, but that's not even close. Like, sexual harassment is when you pull down your pants and show everyone your dick. Like, come on, bro.
Before, he's been suspended for roughhousing or for kissing the same girl on the cheek. So he's probably just a sexual deviant. We should ban him from school outright, right? Wrong. It's a kid. I mean, yeah, I don't know the specifics of the circumstance, but roughhousing? It doesn't sound like he actually hurt anyone. And you know what? You want to suspend the kid for kissing a girl on the cheek? You're a piece of shit, but whatever. It's your school. At least it's not permanent damage. But sexual harassment at 6 years old? Do you realize how bad you're screwing up that kid's life? He's going to be on the sex offenders registry at 6 years old. That's like charging victims of pedophilia with sex offense. You fucking morons. You can't get that off of your record. Once it's on there, maybe when he turns 18, a judge would look at it and say, oh, this is retarded, and get rid of it. But more likely than not, he's going to be a sex offender for the rest of his life. Luckily, obviously, those charges didn't stick. What's even more ridiculous is that the boy and girl consider themselves boyfriend and girlfriend. There are some morons who voice support for the school's actions, saying that if it was their child, the parents would be having a talk because the kid shouldn't go around kissing other kids. I hope your kid gets run over if you're going to charge someone else's kid who's 6 years old with sexual harassment for kissing your daughter on the hand. I hope you watch your child.
If anything, that is respectful. That is respectful. It's not like he went out to her and grabbed a puss. Like, seriously, bro.
Die. Number 9, chewing a Pop-Tart into a gun shape. You heard that correctly. A child...
It's true. What the... That was the thumbnail. What the fuck?
Suspended for chewing a Pop-Tart into a gun shape. An 8-year-old Maryland boy got a standing ovation and a lifetime membership to the NRA because his stupid school suspended him for chewing a Pop-Tart into the shape of a gun. Now, if the kid had perhaps chewed it into the shape of a gun, that's the stupidest thing I've had to say, by the way, but if the kid had perhaps chewed it into the shape of a gun, picked it up and pretended to shoot people with it or something, I could maybe see a stern talking to, a detention, bringing it up to
a
the
small
parents.
talking
But he
to.
chews a Pop-Tart into the shape of a gun, and then get this, he didn't even mean to. He was trying to chew it into the shape of a mountain he drew earlier, which was confirmed by the parents and the principal of the school, who saw the picture of the mountain and then saw the picture of the Pop-Tart gun and said, oh, this actually kind of looks like the mountain he was trying to chew earlier. And then, oh, God. And of course, the NRA is going to capitalize on a kid getting punished because they're just as much glory hawks as the other side who's trying to get all these kids suspended. I wish I had the artistic talent to chew a Pop-Tart into a gun shape. Maybe then I wouldn't be stuck making list videos. Number 8, wearing a My Little Pony backpack.
Thank you for sending me money through
shut
Remitly,
up.
Vita.
Like,
It went
like,
straight into my account. How easy was that?
This one I agree with. This kid's going to be a mental nightmare for the other students and should be as far...
This kid got in trouble for having his own interest. What the hell? I just gotta get rid of that. Like, bro, seriously, like, I would like to roll up my sleeves and box this bitch. Like, seriously, like, if it was, I don't know, something that promoted an act of terrorism, then that's, like, so what if the kid has his own interests? Like, if it's promoting something that not everyone agrees with, like LGBTQ, then people would have a problem with, but not suspension. Like, come on.
...away from regular human society as possible. It's a joke. Get over it. The school suspended the child for wearing a My Little Pony backpack. The mom was actually worried the kid would get bullied, so she went to the school counselor and talked to the counselor and said, hey, what can we do to prevent my son from getting bullied? He really likes this show. He really wants to wear this backpack. How can we make sure he can do both of those things? How can we make sure he's happy and wearing the backpack? And the school counselor took a second, and they thought, and they said, oh, easy, your child's suspended. Now they can wear the backpack wherever the hell they want, and they won't have to come to school and get bullied. Genius move on the counselor's part. So the kid wears the backpack to school and gets suspended because he's not allowed to wear the backpack anymore. That was the counselor's idea of a solution. But this kid wants to do this thing, but he'll get possibly bullied. There's a little bit of risk associated with it. So let's just punish the kid for doing the thing at all. That'll cultivate good behaviors in a growing human being. Number 7, finger guns. Schools really don't like guns. You may have guessed. A young boy made finger guns at a teacher and went boom, and he was roundly suspended. He and his parents were told that if he imitates that behavior again, he could face permanent expulsion for finger guns. He's 6 or 7 when the article came out. That's permanent expulsion for finger guns. I'm going to share a secret with you.
If my teachers, saw me doing that, they'll be like, here, they do it back. It's funny. It's fun.
When I was in 3rd grade, so about the same age as this kid, perhaps a little bit older, I threatened to bring a gun to school because kids were bullying me nonstop, and I knew it would get them to f*** off. Okay? I got sent to the principal's office. I didn't know what it meant to say that. I just knew it would get these kids away from me. So I go into the principal's office. He said, why'd you say that? And I said, because they were bullying me, and I wanted to get them to go away. And I had a really good principal. He told my parents. They yelled at me. I didn't get detention, I don't think. I had to do extra homework or something. And he said, if you ever say that again, you're going to be in much more serious trouble because people think someone's going to be hurt. And he explained the situation to me. And guess what? Now I don't threaten to bring guns to my school unironically. I still do it frequently, ironically, though. Number 6, a Miami Heat haircut. Again, I agree with this suspension. This kid should be nowhere near functioning society. If he is allowed anywhere near it, it will begin to crumble around him like rock.
Okay, that's just kind of... that page is kind of questionable. Bruh. What is Miami Heat? Is it a bar name or something? Hang on. I'm gonna search it up. Hang on. Bro, so I just searched it up. It's talking about the Heat in Miami. These teachers can go to hell along with my math teacher.
Ash. The parents in my eyes are deemed unfit. This is kind of like a daddy of 5 thing. Yeah, sure, kid, you can get your Miami Heat haircut carved into the back of your head. Schools are a joke anyways. If the kid wants to wear Miami Heat haircut, it's really not going to impair him from not learning anything at a public institution anyway. So I don't see the real big issue. All jokes aside. I do think perhaps his parents should have thought a little bit more before letting him get that haircut. But hey, props to them for giving him the ability to make dumb choices. Most parents don't let their kids do that. Your parents do. You're watching this video. Number 5, burping. Yes, you heard me right. A student was suspended for burping. But not just suspended. They were arrested and handcuffed and taken to juvenile detention for burping in class. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise once I tell you this happened in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Because Albuquerque is an backwards place where nothing makes sense. A 13-year-old kid was handcuffed and hauled off to juvenile detention for burping in class. The boy was never charged with anything, thankfully. But apparently the jail staff rated him a 2 out of 10 on dangerous. 10 being the most extreme. 1 is non-dangerous. So somehow, burping in class elevates you from not dangerous to dangerous. Maybe he had Ebola, and that's why he was a 2 out of 10. His parents and a lawyer have filed charges against the district. Hopefully they win. Soon this district to the ground, and all of these teachers have to kill themselves for how ridiculous this is. Yeah, there's no problem with private prison systems or juvenile detention systems. When you can arrest kids for burping and then keep them in prison for 5 years, that's probably fine. Number 4. An unintentional gang sign. I'm gonna share a secret with you guys. Nobody, even gangsters, uses gang signs. Okay? Nobody does that. You know how gangsters communicate with words?
I do it sometimes.
Signs, of course. And throwing up a gang sign, unironically, is one of the gayest things you can do.
Yes.
Okay? It usually comes from people who think they're thug, but are clearly not. That doesn't apply to this 15-year-old because he wasn't even throwing up a gang sign. Look at this picture. This picture that he posted that got him in trouble. You think he's throwing up a gang sign wearing a bright pink jersey? Are you kidding me? You think that smile says, look how dangerous I am? Look, this is the gang I'm affiliated with? Are you serious? Any excuse to suspend and punish these kids, huh? Any excuse whatsoever. You really think this kid is dangerous in this particular photo? How old was the geriatric who thought this kid was throwing up gang signs? 80? 90? A f***ing centurion? Jesus Christ. Just die already. Number 3.
Please.
Hugging. I mean, it's pretty common knowledge that almost any displays of affection, platonic or innate or not, are pretty much not allowed at schools because you're not allowed to be happy at school. Take it from 14-year-old Nick Martinez, who hugged a girl of the same age who's his friend. The girl agreed it was a platonic hug, but the school still punished the kid. She wanted the hug, she hugged him back, but they still punished the kid. Because why not? The principal admitted the hug was mutual and innocent, but he still needs to enforce the policy because he's a brain-dead moron who should have killed himself years ago when he returned home from the Gulf War instead of taking on this principal's job. I don't know if I could put that in. It sounds like the principal needs a hug to me. A hug with a fucking katana. Number 2. Holding the door open. Yes, so something that's not even a display of affection, but a simple, common human courtesy can get you in trouble. A middle school student was suspended for holding the door open. The school was suspended because he opened an exterior door for a visitor. Students aren't supposed to open the exterior doors because the potential visitor could be a school shooter, especially when that potential visitor has their hands full of books and is struggling just to open the door, and as a teacher, the student recognized they're really a threat to the school. The student should really be punished for opening the door to a teacher they noticed was struggling to carry their books. Ingenious. I'm sure that won't create a risk-adverse student. These schools are so paranoid about school shooters, they don't even allow kids to live their lives. They're already dead. The school shooter wouldn't be killing anyone. He'd be putting corpses above ground, below ground. I think the school was more upset it spent over $100,000 on a set of doors that was defeated by a 9-year-old who wanted to help out a lady. That's what they're really upset. Their supposed anti-school shooter door system was defeated by a 9-year-old who wanted to help. Good work. And number 1, not doing drugs. I can't adequately state just how much irony there is in this one for me. I don't know how it is now, but when I was growing up, DARE was huge. Winners don't do drugs. It was on every arcade cabinet when I was growing up. It was in almost every video game. Professional celebrities were coming out daily and making commercials, don't do drugs, don't do crack. This is your brain on drugs. This is your brain on heroin. Any questions? All of that stuff came out of the public school system and the American public's fear of drug use. And now, because of technicalities, because schools have to enforce a no-tolerance policy, a student was offered Adderall by another student and declined it. But because she was offered Adderall, she has to be punished. Even if she's the one who reported it, even if she's the one who did the right thing and didn't take the drug. It's Adderall, by the way. You should take it. It's going to make you more efficient at school, but whatever. She refused the drug. She said no to drugs and got punished for it. Great. So there's just no way to win. Tell you right now, don't go to college. If you think this is bad, don't go to college. Biggest mistake. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did,
a kid got in trouble for not doing something that the students, that the teachers encourage people not to do. Yeah, sure, it's Adderall. Yeah, sure, it enhances your performance. But when a person declines, jeez, dude, in my school, you can barely even have Tylenol or ADHD pills. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell your teachers to go fuck themselves.